Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Are you him?
Pardon? What?
No, you couldn't be. He would know who he was.
I suppose I should come to expect this kind of thing in my life.
So who are you then?
The mighty wizard, Rincewind.
Oh, is that all? Well, I'm sure he wasn't a wizard. I think I remember him smelling of fish.
Look, who do you want to meet?
Him, my beloved, my long-lost paramour. He's been missing ever since I was a child.
God, give me patience.
Well, it's all very traumatic, I think. They said I really ought to find myself a trauma, then go and see the psychiatrist. Everybody's doing it.
I can imagine.
So you're here for a bad memory, then?
No, why'd you ask?
Well, that's a dunce's cap you're wearing, isn't it? You look like a pencil.
This is a wizard's hat. A garment of great austerity and history.
Oh, it must be ever so good for storing things.
I don't want to talk about it. The uniform is not negotiable.
Fine.
What's this about a beloved of yours? True love, is it?
I last saw my true love in the Ramtop Mountains. It was a sign, you see. A sign that my life was to be spent in alpine pursuits. That's why I became a milkmaid.
Really? How fascinating.
I learned to yodel too.
Oh, dear. That's possibly the most heinous woman I've ever seen in my life. Stunning how they managed to find these people. Yes, probably as good a place for him as any. Now, why is she dressed as a milkmaid?
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
It's a tomato, rotten to the core. Nope, I can't shift it. Gad, it's a, what is that thing? Poultry power? That doesn't work. An effluent redistribution technician. Good day.
Can I interest you in a free sample, sir?
Not on your Nelly. Lovely. Let me guess. You are a traditional?
Sorter and remover of human effluent, sir. I offer drainage with distinction. My school teacher said I'd never make anything of myself in life, and just look at me now. Got to the top by starting at the bottom.
And people certainly stand aside when you pass by. What's that smell?
That's the honey pot, sir.
Honey pots? That doesn't smell like honey.
Well, actually, that's a metaphor, sir.
What's a metaphor?
Well, in this case, sir, it's for covering up some unpleasant aspects of life what don't normally make for polite conversation. For instance, if I say, "Here, sir, may I interest your son in an apprenticeship as a collector of honey buckets?" you might stop and listen. Whereas, if I ask you if you minded if your son helped me with collecting crap...
Yeah, well, quite. So, you're a sewerage collection man, is that it?
Well, we in the industry prefer the term...
effluent redistribution technician. Quite. Look, all joking apart, what in Offler's name is this thing?
Sir, that is your actual patented sewerage purification plant. Self-powered elastic belt propulsion. This thing heralds in a whole new age, sir.
The mind truly boggles. So, it purifies sewerage, does it?
That's right, sir.
Meaning it takes raw sewerage and then produces...
Well, pure sewerage, sir. The essence, as it were.
I see. Jolly good. I suppose I'll just leave you to it.
Always here whenever you need me, sir.
Right you are then. Should you really be doing this here?
That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from your kind. You'll see, one day you'll all laugh on the other side of your faces.
Look, I didn't mean anything.
No, fine. Obviously you object to my profession. I'm used to it, sir. Wish I could say it didn't hurt.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I mean, I've always looked forward to a visit from the friendly neighbourhood...
Effluent redistribution technician, sir.
Effluent redistribution technician. Anyway, I always left out little presents. Glass of milk, bag of cookies, that sort of thing.
You did, sir?
Nah, not really. Still, it gave you a warm all-over glow for a minute, though. Didn't it?
You're right there. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
Care to buy a money pouch, sir? Very good, Nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure?
Stolen! The damn thing's been stolen!
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You'll hardly even know your old pouch has gone. Better service for you.
Now look. Did you just steal this?
Don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
Urchin?
Yeah, you know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish, then.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to shell out, Gov. Like a second pouch, sir, just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, how did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov, look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
Greetings, O noble warrioress.
Greetings, O pointy-hatted elf.
Eh?
It is I, Red Sorghum, chosen avatar of the goddess Mothra. I've come to Ankh-Morpork seeking adventure. I've sworn myself to the quest and may give myself in marriage only to the man who can equal me in combat.
You what? Are you in much demand?
Well, yes, apparently. Under the terms of the Geese, I'm supposed to suffer no insult from any man, which unfortunately includes wolf whistles, lingering looks, and even passing thoughts of attraction, which would be all right, but they insist that I wear this get-up. Standard heroine issue. By the way, geese is an archaic word, meaning something like obligations. I really don't want to hear any more jokes about birds.
Inconvenient.
It's ever so cold.
So, do many people actually just want to try and marry you?
Oh yes, happens all the time. Well, I suppose I encourage it, really. I mean, it's been 10 years, and a girl has to settle down someday. They've been lining up in the taverns ever since I got here. I've been killing people non-stop since 10:30.
So, just tell me a bit with this one. In order to get engaged to you, they have to
Match swords with me, yes.
to the death.
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Actually, it's more boring than dangerous. Well, at least from my point of view. Other girls get to debauch with barbarians, and all I get is two-way conversations with the gods.
Really?
Well, it's not as if Mothra, goddess of stepland, storms and destroyer of cardboard cities, really has anything much to say. I mean, there's the occasional quest aspect of things, but more often than not it just means chopping up some mothballs or getting her a nice rug for tea. I suppose there is a lot of posing, and the chainmail bikinis are nice, but it doesn't fill up a Saturday night, if you know what I mean. You, do know what I mean, don't you?
Sure, I know what you mean.
Mothra even gave me this magic sword, said it was to keep me safe. Bitch, every time I meet some halfway likable man, I have to kill him.
Well, can't you stop it?
Well, no, it's a magical curse, you see. For instance, if I even suspected that you found me attractive, I'd be forced to do something really totally unpleasant. Probably involving spleens.
Spleens?
It's an organ. Not sure what it does apart from ooze green.
Yeah, well, I quite understand. Good thing I don't fancy you then, eh?
I'm ever so pleased. Of course, I feel a lot more comfortable with you in a dress.
So you're a Hublander?
That's right. The Icelands, snowfields, that kind of thing. Proud land for a proud people. Forge of destiny and so forth.
And, well, is that a Hubland costume you're wearing?
Yes. Why?
Well, it just doesn't seem climatically appropriate. How does it stay up?
Pressure.
Pressure?
Everyone's eyes are always running all over it.
So where are you from?
The Hublands.
Hublands?
At the middle of the disc. It's where all the barbarians live, but you don't see many of them about. They're all too shy.
Shy? Shy hordes?
Well, they get bad press, you see.
Well, only because they crash civilizations, burn cities and have a thing for the lamentations of women.
They're just enthusiastic. Boyish high spirits.
Oh, I see. All that nailing people to doors and setting fire to them is just a way of letting off steam, yes?
Yes, they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way of saying hi. Are you looking at me lustfully?
Me? Madam, after a day like this? Not a chance.
Oh, well, that's all right. It's just that if you were looking at me in a lustful manner, as it were, then under Article 5 of the Warrior Maiden of Mothra's Code, I'd have to chop you up into little bits.
Good thing I'm not gawping at you then.
I'll say. So you mean you really don't find me attractive at all?
What? Attractive? Nah, I don't care a monkey's. Well, goodbye. Well, if you must have a tax collector, why not keep him where you can always find him? Alchemists Anonymous. Get rid of that banging habit. Ah, now this clearly is a Hublander Amazon warrior. This is easily told by her costume, the set of her sword, the characteristic goblin leather accoutrements, the firm musculature, powerful, unbridled, straining against the taut fabric, mere textile scarcely able to contain the ripe, majestic swelling of her...
What are you staring at? What?
Ah, background colour. Gad, but there's no expense spared in this place.
It's a frame-up.
Pardon?
They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
That explains it then.
This isn't funny. I can't believe this.
Maybe you should take stock of your situation.
Now listen.
Too bad. Now your reputation has gone to rack and ruin. Still, I suppose it's torture a lesson. Torture, get it? Not a good pun, but then, what is?
Everyone's a comedian. Except you, mister. Help!
What? You're the tax collector, aren't you? What are you doing in there?
Begging without a permit. I asked some old codger for money and he blew the whistle on me. Next thing you know, they got me in here. This is harassment in the course of duty, I tell ya. Let me out of here! They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
Ah, has someone collared your market?
Watch it.
Must be what they call a tax squeeze, isn't it? Ooh, now do I think I'm up?
Very funny. I'll remember you, pencilhead. I've a perfect thingy. Begins with M. You know, I never forget.
Forget what?
Faces! My business relies on my memory for faces.
They must be your stock in trade. Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man, you will have the honor of first witnessing my new ensemble. I shall now set a trend that will rock the fashion world.
Curly hair, suit yourself.
What?
Suit yourself, I mean, it might not be your style.
And what would you know about it? I never take fashion advice from a man wearing a dress.
Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man, you will have the honor of first witnessing my new ensemble. I shall now set a trend that will rock the fashion world.
Curly hair, suit yourself.
What?
Suit yourself, I mean, it might not be your style.
And what would you know about it? I never take fashion advice from a man wearing a dress.
I wonder why she smells of brimstone. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
I suppose it's quite a sensuous sort of job then.
Oh, not really. Not with the type of women we get in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milkmaid. Leave that hair roller alone.
Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man.
Curly hair.
What? And what would you know about it? I never...
I wonder why she's... That doesn't work. Diploma from the Academy of Barbering, Bloodletting, Leechery, Tooth Pulling and Associated Self-Mutilations Academy.
Get away from that!
Extractors, drills, needles. Look, let's not go into this too deeply, okay? I wonder why she smells of brimstone.